This is a short video about using and maintaining the fluid balance within Badgernet. To access your fluid balance chart, please scroll down on the left-hand side and below chart, select fluid balance. The first thing I will show you is how to set up an intravenous fluid. So if you click Add Fluid Intake Setup, check that the date and the time is when you started the fluid. Select your infusion. In this case, I will select Hartmann's. If it's a medication, then you can select the dose and what fluid you're using as a diluent and the total volume. In this case, as is Hartmann's only, that will be a litre of fluid, so 1,000 millilitres, no test dose required, and the initial setup rate. So over 4 hours, 250 millilitres per hour. You have the option of adding a second intravenous fluid at the same time. So if you are starting Hartmann's and maybe syntocinon at the same time, then you can do that and set them both up at the same time, documenting that you started both at the same time, but perhaps with different times started. So once you completed the first part of the form, click Save and Close, and you will see that at 10 o'clock, it shows that the fluid was started. However, nothing is charted on the actual fluid balance chart yet. Badgernet will not automatically update the infused fluids, and the reason for that is that there is no guarantee that even if the fluid is set up at, say, 250 millilitres an hour, that 250 millilitres will have been infused in an hour, as there can be problems with the pump, or the infusion may have been stopped, or for any other reason. So the process is not automated. To update the running balance, you need to click on Add Fluid Intake Update. Here on the right-hand side, you see all of the active running infusions that have been documented. And to update it, you need to click on the blue button. As we only have one fluid, it's already selected that if we had more than one running, then you could choose which one you are updating. So it was started at 10 o'clock at 250 millilitres an hour. So by 11 o'clock, we would have had 250 millilitres total infused. You have the option to change the running rate. So we could say that from now on, it will be running at 500 millilitres in an hour, and we haven't finished the infusion as yet. And then save and close. Now that we updated it, you will see that within the hour, by 11 o'clock, the running total was 250 millilitres. If we want to add a fluid output now, let's say there was a small amount of urine passed by the patient. You can also add a urinalysis if you have completed that, and then save and close. I forgot to change the time, so it's easily corrected. If I click on the note, I can see edit fluid output. So if I click on that, I can change the time to when the patient actually passed urine. So I will say that was at 20 past 11. So now we shall see that the hourly total input was 250 millilitres with a urine output of 100, and the running balance is 150 millilitres. So let's update the infusion further. So it started at 10 o'clock. We already infused 250 millilitres by 11. So let's say it is now 12 o'clock and the running rate was 500 millilitres. So that would have been in that hour 500 millilitres infused from 11 till 12. We're not updating the rate and we are not ending the infusion. So the hourly input was first 250 milliliters, then 500, and the total input of fluids is 750 milliliters. With the 100 milliliter output, the running total is 650. We do a further update in a half an hour's time. It would have been another 250 milliliters, and now we can end the infusion. When you end the infusion, make sure that the time the infusion ended is at least a minute after the last update. So as the last update was 12:30, the infusion will end at 12:31, and then save and close. So you will now see that the total input for the day was a liter with 100 output, and the running total is 900. And that's your fluid balance chart.